The naval Battle of Chesma took place on 5–7 July 1770 near and in Çeşme Bay, in the area between the western tip of Anatolia and the island of Chios, which was the site of a number of past naval battles between the Ottoman Empire and the Republic of Venice. It was a part of the Orlov Revolt of 1769, a precursor to the later Greek War of Independence, and the first of a number of disastrous fleet battles for the Ottomans against Russia. Prelude. The Russo-Turkish War had begun in 1768, and Russia sent several squadrons from the Baltic Sea to the Mediterranean Sea to draw Ottoman attention away from the Black Sea Fleet. Then only 6 battleships strong, 2 Russian squadrons, commanded by Admiral Grigory Spiridov and Rear Admiral John Elphinstone, a British advisor, combined under the overall command of Count Alexei Orlov, Commander-in-Chief of the Russian fleet, and went to look for the Ottoman fleet. On 5 July 1770 they came across it anchored in line just north of Çeşme Bay, western Anatolia. Details of the Ottoman fleet are uncertain, but it included 14 to 16 ships of the line, including Real Mustafa of 84 guns, Rhodes of 60 guns, and a 100-gun flagship. In addition, there were perhaps 6 frigates, 6 xebecs, 13 galleys, and 32 small craft, with about 1,300 guns in total. About 10 of the ships of the line, of 70 to 100 guns, were in the Ottoman main line, with a further 6 as ships of the line in the second, arranged so that they could fire through the gaps in the first line. Behind that were the frigates, xebecs, etc. The fleet was commanded by Kapudam Pasha Mandalzad Hüsameddin in the 4th ship from the front of the line, with Hassan Pasha in the 1st ship, Real Mustafa, and Kaffa Bey in the 7th. 2 further ships of the line, probably small, had left this fleet from Italy in the previous evening. After organizing a plan of attack, the Russian battle line sailed towards the south end of the Ottoman line and then turned north, coming alongside the Ottomans, with the tail end coming into action last. Battle. The Ottomans opened fire at about 11:45 a.m., followed by the Russians slightly later. 3 of the Russian ships of the line had trouble staying in position. Evropa turned around and came back behind Rostislav. Tri-Svertitlia circled the second Ottoman vessel before coming back into the Russian line, being attacked in error by Tri-Iraka as she did so, and SV. Yanuarii turned around before coming back into the line. Spiridov, in SV. Evstafi, had a close-range battle with Hassan Pasha in Real Mustafa, before the latter was suddenly seen to be on fire. Her mainmast came down and landed on SV. Evstafi's deck, causing the Russian ship to immediately blow up. Shortly later, Real Mustafa blew up as well. According to Elphinstone, who claimed the Russians were almost useless, Spiridov and Count Fyodor Orlov had left SV. Evstafi before the fighting became close range. Spiridov ended up on Tri-Svertitlia. SV. Evstafi's captain, Kroos, survived too. At about 2 p.m. the fighting ended, as the Ottomans cut the cables and moved south into the bay, forming themselves into a defensive line of 8 ships of the line, a second line, and the rest beyond. On the 6th of July the Russians bombarded the Ottoman ships and land positions, and at about 12:30 a.m. on the morning of the 7th of July Orlov sent Samuel Grieg to attack with Evropa, Rostislav and Nitron Menu forming a south-north line facing the Ottomans, and with Saratov in reserve. Nadezhda attacking the batteries at the eastern side of the bay entrance, Africa attacking the batteries on the western side, and Grom near Africa. At about 1:30 a.m. or earlier, fire from Grom and or Nitron Menu caused an Ottoman ship of the line to blow up after her main topsail caught fire, and the fire quickly spread to other ships of the line. By 2 a.m., 2 Ottoman ships of the line had blown up and more were on fire, and Greeks sent in 3 fire ships, which contributed in a small way to the burning of almost the entire Ottoman fleet. At about 4 a.m., boats were sent in to save 2 ships of the line which were not burning, but one of these caught fire while it was being towed. The other, Rhodes 60, survived and was captured along with 5 galleys. Fighting ended at about 8 a.m. Russian casualties on the 5th of July were 14 killed, plus 636 killed in SV and about 30 wounded, and on the 7th of July 11 killed. Ottoman casualties were much higher. Hüsamettin, Hassan Pasha and Kaffa Bey survived. Hüsamettin was removed from his position, which was given to Kaffa Bey. This was the only significant fleet battle during the Russo-Turkish War. Significance: the Battle of Chesma was fought on the same day as the land battle of Laga. It was the greatest naval defeat suffered by Ottomans since the Battle of Lepanto. This battle inspired great confidence in the Russian fleet and allowed the Russians to control the Aegean Sea for some time. The defeat of the Ottoman fleet also sped up rebellions by minority groups in the Ottoman Empire, especially the Orthodox Christian nations in the Balkan Peninsula, who helped the Russian army in defeating the Ottoman Empire. After this naval victory, the Russian fleet stayed in Aegean for the following 5 years. It came back to Çeşme twice more to bombard it during this time. Historians still debate the rationale for this Russian military focus on this small fort town, while there were many other more strategic targets along the Aegean coast. Catherine the Great commissioned 4 monuments to commemorate the victory: Chesma Palace and Church of St. John at Chesme Palace in St. Petersburg, Chesma Obelisk in Gatchina, and Chesma Column in Tsarskoye Selo.